In these series of videos, I'm going to go through the even numbered problems. I'm not going to do the homework problems, but I will go through the even numbered problems so you can see how the homework problems work. And I will be pointing out important formulas, important definitions, important ideas as we go through that should be of help to you. So in problem number 6, we're looking for the slope of the line that passes through the given pair of points. And we do have a formula for slope when we're working with 2 points. We call slope m, and m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I'm going to label the coordinates of the 2 points that I have. It doesn't matter which point is x1, y1 or which one is x2, y2, but you can have a point x1, y2 or x2, y1. So you have to keep the coordinates consistent. So we'll call x1 4, y1 5, 3 is x2, and 8 is y2. Now whenever I set up a problem like this, I always start with the formula first. That kind of sets up the target and directs you as to what you need to do next. And the more you write it, the more you memorize it. So we have y2, which is 8, minus y1, which is 5, divided by x2, which is 3, minus x1, which is 4. And so that leaves 3 divided by negative 1, which is just negative 3. Now what does that mean? We say that slope is the rate of change of y with respect to x. It tells us how fast or how slow y goes up or down when x increases by 1. So slope is a rate of change of y. When we say rate of change, we want to know how fast or how slow y is changing, and y can either go up or y can go down. So how fast or how slow y is going up or down when x increases by 1 unit. When we say that x increases by 1 unit, we mean x goes from left to right 1 unit. So when x goes up by 1, how much does y go up or down? If the number is large, then y is going to grow or drop fast. If it's positive, if slope is positive, y is going up. If slope is negative, y will be going down. If the slope is a small number, a small fraction, then it means that when x goes up by 1, y only changes a little bit, either up or down. So that's the basic idea of slope there. So let's go on to problem number 8. So we have negative 2 comma negative 2 and 4 comma negative 4. And when you have negatives in a slope, you have to be very careful. So negative 2 will be x1 y1, and x2 y2 will be 4 negative 4. So we start with our formula. M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Plug in the values very carefully. x2 is 4, sorry, y2 is negative 4, then minus y1, which is negative 2. We're going to divide that by x2, which is 4, minus x1, which is negative 2. We simplify, we get negative 4 plus 2, which is negative 2, divided by 4 plus 2, which is 6, and that simplifies to a value of negative 1/3. What that means is that when x goes up by 1 unit, increases by 1 unit, y is going to go down by 1/3 of a unit. In the previous example, when x went up by 1 unit, or when x increased by 1 unit, y decreased by 3 units. Okay, going on to number 10. Our first point is negative a plus 1 comma b minus 1. We'll label that x1, y1. The second point, we have a plus 1 comma negative b, and we label that x2, y2. We start with our formula and begin to plug in. y2 is negative b minus y1, which is b minus 1, and we'll put that in parentheses, divided by x2, which is a plus 1, minus x1, which is negative a plus 1. Again, when I subtract an expression, I'll always put it in parentheses. And simplifying, we get negative b minus b, which is negative 2b, then negative negative 1, which is plus 1, divided by a plus 1 plus a, so that's